my name is Brina, and I'm the CEO and founder of Kanerani. If you want to know what Kanerani marketing is, click on the description box. And don't forget to share it with your friends and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any valuable content. And remember, this video is based on my thoughts and opinions. As a marketer, I feel like it is necessary for me to discuss some of the advertisement industry downfalls in regards to diversity and inclusion. I have seen a lot of racism and discrimination. Whether it was by mistake or not, you're still creating a possible negative effect, right? And I firmly believe in that. And I think with advertisement, you can definitely hurt people. You can definitely have, even, I would say, even long-term effects because of the impact that representation has for a person, as well as continuing to perpetuate any stereotypes for people. So now in this video, I will be reacting to what I believe are the most problematic commercials of all time. Let's begin.
Tú.
Es decir, soy todos los latinos que llenan el censo en este país.
Estoy mandando un mensaje a mi futuro.
Mandando memes, chécalo ahí.
It is not a very diverse commercial just for the fact that we're not seeing accurate representation of Latinx community. It was going to be distributed to Spanish speakers. And as we can see in...
No dejes que nadie confunda invisible.
We're not seeing like that, Afro Latinx people. I don't think that we were able to even see one, or indigenous people. So now what really I think started everything when I saw this part, we can see in the back, I would say wearing something that would be like Pocahontas. Definitely the government, the official bureau, which is ran by the government. I think that, they should have taken into consideration that indigenous people are not a costume. It's not something that you should be dressed up as. And it is highly offensive. So the fact here is that, they did put her in the background, but I don't understand why, you would have like Supergirl, girl dressed as a cat, and then on the side you have, the brown girl dressed as an Indian, it looks like.
Con Invencible.
Llegó la hora de llenar el censo.
Hazlo desde tu computadora o celular.
Por teléfono o por correo.
Por ley, nadie puede compartir tu información personal.
Llena el censo hoy. Dale forma a tu futuro. Empieza aquí.
Those are the things that, struck out to me the most about this specific video. And I think that they could have done a better job bringing in like accurate representation. Now, we're going to take a look at a Chinese detergent ad from 2016. The lady's trying to wash off the black guy, and let's see what happens. And now comes out the Chinese guy. Basically, the company did make a statement apologizing, including in this video, so you can see it. I know that people have the argument that, it is in China or whatnot, but we live in a global society, right? And the fact is that they made a mistake, and apology was a good step in the right direction. However, I don't even think that this should have been happening. It is really a racist commercial. I hope that it serves other companies to never make this mistake, especially the Asian continent. Racism and colorism is pretty big issue where they feel like, being white or having the white skin is the clean thing to have, and then the black guy would be like something that, that is dirty or that needs to be cleaned. And I think that that's dehumanizing and extremely racist. Now we're going to move on to the next video, and this is from Freedom from Israel. It was published in 2018, so let's see.
Is basic hoodies.
The video ad starts with her wearing a niqab. Then she removes the niqab, and then now she finds freedom, which I think is Islamophobic. And then also it is very distasteful considering the current circumstance of Palestine. This is like freedom, like it's something you can just buy, and making it seem like, we can all have freedom here, but obviously that's not the case. This is one of the reasons why I think this video needs to be on the list. That is not acceptable, in my opinion. You could say it could have been like malicious, and it could be like something that was put forth to try to hurt, Palestinian people, in my opinion. The brand did make a statement. It was like, just another day here. Now we're going to move on to Volkswagen racist commercial, and that actually just happened this year. So basically, some of the letters were basically created the N-word in German. That was like right at the beginning. When the letters started appearing, you could definitely read out that word. They did issue an apology, and they said that, they did understand the outrage of the video, and that they were also horrified. And they did kind of try to push the blame away by saying that, they were working with an advertisement company, and they were the ones that handle their marketing campaigns or whatever, that it slipped through the cracks. I would say that, especially with a company that's so big that they have so many resources, they have huge teams just for one ad that comes out. So I think that something like this could have been prevented if they had the appropriate people working for them. I think being able to have a diverse team does bring different perspectives, and perhaps somebody could have been able to understand that, or be able to look out for those kinds of mistakes. I think the main lesson here is that you should always make sure that you tailor your content, make sure that it's respectful, it's tasteful, it's inclusive, it's diverse. And if you're not sure, then definitely hire the appropriate team to be able to help you prevent those kinds of mistakes that can cost a lot.
Work from home extended up to 25 hours. Lockdown sa bansa, naghahabol ng world record. Likoban, muling nagbabalik kasabay ng ECQ RST. Christmas reunions, i-postpone muna hanggang 2030. Ekonomiya, mas bumagsak pa kaysa bagong rebound na buhok. Alien variant, available na. Pilipinas, hindi magpapahuli. NCR, muling babalik sa ECQ++ with ginseng and royal jelly. Ayuda, nakikipagtagpuan na. Fish ang taksiw na isda, nag-aagawan sa dagat. Nasaan na nga ba?
This video was published when lockdown was at its peak. To me, what stood out the most is the fact that they're kind of making fun of something that did cost people's lives and destroyed families. And on top of that, they're shaming people for going through all this like trauma and struggle. So I think that it was not appropriate. And I do know that they issued an apology. They said that they are committed to learning from that mistake. Just to be clear, it's like a beauty brand. Yeah, they really pushed on the insecurities of people. And I think that that's also not good, and it does create this like toxicity within like the advertisement industry. And I think if you are part of those teams, I do think that you are part of the problem. If you want to make a change, you definitely have to be able to make sure that you're getting through your team, and that people are understanding why this kind of content shouldn't be created at all. I would like to know what you think about these video ads, which one we're already familiar with, which one is new to you. And yeah, please leave your comments. I love to hear from all of you, and until next time.